Hello, anyone that's still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we are here today with episode number 4 of the East Carolina Pirates Dynasty here on NCAA 14. And yes, I know it says week 5, but as I've said in a previous video, I've decided for the bye week updates, I'm going to advance the week, and then I'll just do like the recruiting updates and the top 25 for going into week 5, which will be before we play it, instead of just week 4. So like, say, ECU had a bye week, week number 4. I just went ahead and did the stuff for week 4 and advanced it to week 5. That way the recruiting and top 25 would be most up to date. And that way we can get a nice little update for the bye week before we actually play the next game. So real quick, we'll start with the top 25 polls. And I'm just going to go through it and highlight any surprises. You can pause it as you see your favorite team, or if you just want to look more in depth. Pittsburgh's number 9. Boston College is 15. North Carolina is 17. Yep. Utah's number 21. And receiving votes, we got Maryland's receiving some votes. So interesting. Now we'll go through the conference standings real quick. And I think we'll just do the main conferences right now. Who really cares about who's winning the MAC right now? It's only week 3. Alright, so we'll start with the ACC. Yeah, Louisville leading the Atlantic, Miami leading the Coastal. Ooh, Virginia Tech's in the Coastal basement. I'm not putting too much stock into I'm not putting too much stock into conference standings right now because it's pretty early. We're 3rd in our division, but we haven't played a conference game and we haven't lost yet, so it's not too big a deal for me. Maryland's leading the East. Minnesota leading the West. Washington leading the Pac-12 North. Oregon State and Washington State are both struggling. UCLA's leading the Pac-12 South, and Colorado's in the basement. Tennessee leading the SEC East. Missouri and Kentucky both 0-3. Auburn leading the SEC West. Texas A&M is in the basement there. And now we will move on to the Heisman Watch here real quick. You can kind of see, Randall Glopter's 3rd, but still early, not a big deal. And you can see we are a B on our championship contender grade. And I think we're, 52nd right now this year? Yeah. So we're doing solidly right now. But check the toughest places to play to, just to kind of see where we're at. Number 72. It's not too great, but all we gotta do is keep winning and the grade will go up, so not a big deal. Before we do recruiting, I don't think I've gone ahead and sent the American games yet, but maybe I have. Oh, never mind, I have. Never mind, we'll just do recruiting. Alright, so we've got 12 commitments already, I think. Yeah. 25 scholarships, we got 13 left. And we'll go ahead and we'll start with our commitments. We've got Travis Williams. He's a 4-star wide receiver from New Britain, Connecticut. And when we scouted him, he went up 2 to a 79. He's got pretty solid catching. He's fast and he's got decent enough normal catching. His spectacular catch and traffic aren't really good per se, but they're not terrible either. I mean, they're not. I don't know. They're not. They're not really good, but if he makes the catches he's expected to make and he's got speed, I don't really care. Next we got Chris Johnson, an outside linebacker out of Hagerstown, Maryland. He stayed out of 78 when we scouted him. Next we got Pierre Crowder, an athlete out of Moorfield, West Virginia. When we scouted him, he went up 4 to a 78. And I said I thought he could play either corner or quarterback. He's got good speed. He's got decent acceleration. He's got 86 throw power, 83 throw accuracy. So he could be a quarterback. He could maybe be a running back, but his carrying isn't good and his break tackle isn't good. He's got 86 pursuit, 82 play recognition, 86 man, and 87 zone. And he's got 82 press and 77 catching. He could also be a wideout. 77 catch, 81 spectacular catch. His catch in traffic isn't great though. I don't know. I think I'd like him most at corner or quarterback. But I'll go ahead and add down wideout as a list to look at. That way I know to look there in the off season. His tackling isn't great, which is why I'm thinking probably not safety. But he'd be a solid corner. He'd be a solid quarterback. He could be a pretty good wideout too. We've also got John Dingle, a kicker from Arlington, Virginia. And he's got 85 kick power, so he's going to come in, probably be a pretty solid kicker for us day one. We also got Kevin Jones, a wideout from Okeechobee, Florida. Went up 4 to a 76 when we scouted him. And his catch ratings are better than Crowder's. Like, his overall catching is 75, which is 2 worse. But his spectacular catch is 3 better, and his catch in traffic is like 20 better. He doesn't have great speed, though. That's the one thing I kind of noticed. Next, we got Xavier Holmes. He's a corner from Bangor, Maine. Yeah, he's Maine, I think. He went up 5 to a 71 when we scouted him. He's a gem. Got 81 man, 81 zone, 76 press, 89 jumping. Not too bad. And next we got Melvin Williams. He's an athlete from Sharon, Pennsylvania. And he went up 6 to a 78 when we scouted him. He's another gem. And I said I thought he could play cornerback or quarterback as well. Yeah, 89 speed, 86 throw power, 80 accuracy, 75 catching. He's got 85 pursuit. Wait, no, he's got 85 in pursuit, play recognition, man and zone coverage, and he's got an 83 in press. So I'm thinking what I could do is probably move Williams as a corner, and then Pierre Crowder could be our quarterback of the future. That's just kind of the thought right now. He's also got 84 jumping. Next we have Keenan Howard, a strong safety from Gulf Hills, Mississippi. He went up 3 to a 69 when we scouted him. And honestly, right now, he just pretty much be depth, but it's never a bad thing to have depth. We've also got Quentin Henderson, a JUCO outside linebacker out of Red Oak, Iowa. And he is a JUCO sophomore, so he'll come in as a sophomore. He went up 1 to a 67 when we scouted him. But depth on defense is never bad to have. So next we got Warren Rust, an athlete from Belton, South Carolina. He went up 1 to a 70 after we scouted him. I think he could be a halfback or a wideout. Right now I'm thinking probably halfback. Just looking at his ratings, because his catching is very mediocre, and his spectacular catch in traffic both aren't good. So he'd probably be a backup running back is what I'd make him. We've also got Ray Fuller, a corner from Tucker, Georgia. Went up 4 to a 67 when we scouted him. We also got Marcus East, another corner from Cave Spring, Virginia. Went up 2 to a 69 after being scouted. And really quickly, we're going to go over kind of our depth chart real quick, just kind of for reference for us. Alright, so Cody Keith is gone after this year. We have Bankert for 1 year as a redshirt senior. And so that's why I'm leaning toward moving one of the two corner quarterback athletes to quarterback. That way we'll redshirt him his freshman year, and then he'll be a 4-year starter once Bankert leaves. And the reason I've got like 4 corners right now is we've got our top three corners are all seniors. Then we got a junior who we're redshirting, a freshman who we're redshirting. But our top 3 corners are all seniors, and so we're just trying to bring in a bunch of corners, some who can hopefully bring in an instant impact, and then others who could be depth for a couple years. So now we're going to look kind of at the players who they haven't committed, but there are targets right now. Start with Deshaun Williams. He's a middle linebacker from Edgewood, Maryland. And his big thing is he wants playing time, and we got a D- on that, but he went up 4 to a 69 when we scouted him. Oh, and there goes Old Dominion looking to try and they could come back, but we've got him scheduled week 8. We've got the max number of points put into him. Old Dominion's only got like 80 more points. I bet you we have more points put into him than they do, so you know. We also got Jed Cox. He's a center from Davidson, North Carolina. And right now he's 68, went up 2 when we scouted him. I'm not entirely sure why I haven't... Oh, I don't have any points put in on him because we're looking at another center right now. But I might as well keep him on the board and have him a scholarship offered, because my guess is like Florida State, Nebraska, and those guys, they aren't going to be interested in him yet. And he's kind of my backup plan in case we don't get the guy I really want, which would be Brent Wright. He's a 4-star from Bloomington, Minnesota. Went up 2 to a 77 when we scouted him. We're going to offer him a scholarship and try and climb up on him, take out Army, hopefully. As long as they keep not offering scholarships, I like our chances to get him. But as soon as one of those guys offers a scholarship, it might be over for us. You also got Lee Campbell, a tackle from Evergreen Park, Illinois. He went up 6 to a 79 when we scouted him. He's a gem. I really, really want this guy. But we've got like 200 less points than, or bonus points than pretty much everyone else on his list. And so if they offer him a scholarship, we're probably done. But I'm going to try my best, and hopefully I'll make up ground before the bigger schools discover him. In the cases of a lot of these players, the longer it takes for the bigger schools to offer them scholarships, the better off my chances are. So that's just kind of what I gotta hope for every time. Next we got Gary McAfee, a defensive end from Grosse Isle. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. He's from Michigan. He went up 6 to a 77 after being scouted. He's another gem. And, you know, if some of the bigger schools offer him scholarships, we're in trouble. But for right now, I'm going to try and put a lot of points into him, see what if we can't get something good. Alright, next we got Nate Freund, I think. I don't know. Some of these last names are really weird. But he's a defensive tackle from Fair Plain, Michigan. Went up 5 to a 76 when we scouted him. And this is a guy we are in supreme trouble if anyone offers him a scholarship. They're all like 280, 300. We only have 80 bonus points. And there's no way for us to change that. Except maybe get a little bit more if the rest of the teams in our conference can manage to get ranked. We're also looking at Kyle Sullivan. He's a free safety from Spring Lake, North Carolina. And he went up 6 to a 75 once we scouted him. I think we could hold our own with most of the teams except for Ohio State and Georgia. So hopefully they don't show interest in this guy because then we'll be in trouble. We also got Justin Harris, a strong safety from Westgate, Virginia. Went up 4 to a 73 after we scouted him. And this guy I think we could have a good chance to get because we actually have solid bonus points. And if need be, we can like put max points on him. So we also got Dante Preston. He's a wideout from North Madison, Ohio. Went up 3 to a 78 after we scouted him. And a lot of these guys are just kind of keeping them on our board just to see what happens. We may end up having to remove them as the bigger schools get involved, but for right now we're going to go after them. We also got Clinton Williams. He's another wideout from Richmond Heights, Ohio. Went up 3 to a 78 after we scouted him. And yeah, I mean, these guys, it could be tough for us, but we're going to try it for now anyway, see what happens. And finally, we got Justin Dotson. He's a defensive tackle from Philadelphia. Went up 5 to a 73, another gem. And we're actually going right down with Pittsburgh, going to try and challenge him. We're in for a visit with him already. He's coming week 8. We're gaining ground on Pittsburgh slowly but surely. So hopefully he might want to commit after he visits week 8. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. We need a center defensive tackle, so we don't really need the middle linebacker. I'm going to remove some points from him real quick and start maxing out some of the guys I really want. 400. Let's go 500. I don't know, I could always move Henderson over to middle linebacker if I wanted to. Williams isn't great anyway, so he's not going to get playing time. It's probably going to be tough for us to manage to get him with Old Dominion wanting him. I'm going to keep him on the board right now because we do have a visit scheduled with him, but he's no longer like a top priority, so. Actually, yeah, I'll just keep 100 on him for now. I mean, that's all we really need. Anyway, that'll do it for this bye-week update. Just kind of a look at our recruiting for the first time this year and a look at what's going on with the top 25 and stuff. That'll do it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.